The inspiration for American Express Ventures came out of the journey undertaken by our CEO, where he started coming out to Silicon Valley in the latter part of 2008 to 2010. And he realized that there was a lot of innovation afoot in Silicon Valley that was going to affect digital commerce. And he realized that we needed to have a sustainable presence to plug into that innovation ecosystem that will help us accelerate our efforts in our digital transformation. Silicon Valley for me is two things. One is there's the notion of Silicon Valley, the physical place where there is an ecosystem of entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, corporate investors, companies that are potential exits, and obviously all sorts of support groups that enable the exit and the thriving of startups. But more importantly, there's the concept of Silicon Valley, which is broader than that, and I think that is global in nature, which is, again, it's the venture ecosystem, and how do you plug into it, how do you garner interest, new ideas come about and are permeated throughout the world. We've now invested in over 20 companies, and what we look for is a line of sight of engagement with our parent unit. Today, 2/3 of our portfolio has a strong engagement with American Express, with the parent, with business units, and that's in the form of commercial agreements. One of the examples that I can give you is a company called LearnVest, which was in the space of personal financial management, and we plugged it in together with our Serve digital wallet. And so that's part of our product offering, providing it the service to consumers. And at the end of the day, they also had a nice financial return. They just got purchased by Northwestern Mutual. What needs to happen is that the notion of Silicon Valley, as I mentioned to you earlier, needs to permeate throughout Europe. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm here, where I think we'll find startups that will solve particular problems in each of their, in local geographies. So you can have a company that's in Turkey solving a problem for there, but it might be applicable in some other countries in other parts of the world, not necessarily in the UK or in the US. And I think that's what we're starting to see, and I think we'll see more of that as we move along and as these countries get plugged into cloud computing and the like. The symposium is great. It's great to be in London, of course. What a beautiful city. And I think what we're seeing here is that London is a unique place, especially for the growing number of startups and innovation in financial services, more broadly speaking, because of the geography and the nature of where it exists, and the regulations and what the crossroads of what it has to deal with. So it's great to be here, to plug into that community, to see the startups, and of course to meet all of my fellow corporate venture capitalists and to understand and get best practices from them.